do the intro. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Spice Cabinet. I am your host, Curly Cinnamon, and we are on episode 16.
Now you said on Twitter.
And we are on episode 16.
That is a lie.
Why
I've
did
never
you?
said
Why
that.
did you say? Why would you say something so controversial yet so brave?
And I'm joined here by a very good friend, previous D&D compatriot, and wonderful artist, Cakeloam.
Hi. Hi guys. Yeah, I'm Cakeloam, formerly Not a Link on Instagram and Twitter. Artist, and every once in a while I stream.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I do have a Twitch, super recent. I
Okay.
stream like every other weekend or so, and it's usually just art. But yeah, if I do stream, I post about it on my Twitter. So
Oh, okay, good to know. I'll make sure that link is also in the
yeah, I have
description.
never been invited on a podcast before, so this is a little different for me.
Yippee! Um, but yeah. So why don't we just get into what do we feel like drawing today? While I
Uh, I don't
ask you.
know.
Here's what I'm gonna draw. I'm gonna to start off. I'm gonna draw a little gag of what my day of work was like yesterday because it was a roller coaster of events.
Okay. Tell
Um,
me about your work. What's your job?
I do construction right now. Um, which
Okay.
I'm not a fan of, but you know, I'm applying to other stuff as we're as I'm working this because yesterday sucked and was pretty cool. Uh, on the good part, I found a cool lizard, like a little salamander,
Okay.
and he was really
Yeah, that's
neat. And then the bad part is a hammer fell on my head, like off the top of a ladder,
ow.
like
Yeah, that
directly on the
sucks.
top
That sucks
top of my
actually.
skull. It was really bad. But the lizard made it worth it. Um,
Right. So
yeah,
lizards, you live like in the south, probably.
I am in Florida. I'm swamp boy.
Okay. Right now I'm in Georgia, so but
Right.
I move. I move. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Um,
Yeah.
how
Yeah.
so you
Draw
started
away.
you started recently college, right? Well, not recent started, but
Not
like
recently. A few years back.
a few
Yeah, I
years
did start
ago.
college.
But
hmm
you're in art school at like year three?
Yeah, I'm year 3 of art school, so
Okay. How's that
we
going
just
for you?
started year 3. So when year 3 comes, that's when shit gets a little bit serious. You kind of have to lock
Mm-hmm.
in.
Yep.
Year 3 is when I'm gonna start working on people's like short films, people's thesis films, stuff like that.
Oh, short
And
film.
I just yeah, we do that at this school. We do like capstone short films, and um, there's a lot. Kids will direct them, and you can become like help on the capstone. Or when like next year, I'll probably like try directing my own.
Okay. Interesting.
hmm
What are
hmm
you majoring in?
Animation is my major. Yeah.
Oh shit, okay. That
hmm
explains more of the animations
Wow,
I've
you are
seen.
fast. You are fast. I can't keep up with you. I haven't started.
That's all right. No, it's all cool. It switches sometimes. I've had guests who have completely outdrawn me, and some
Right.
where I draw a little more than them. It just depends on the flow.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Let me start drawing something. God, and you're doing like it's all in one line too.
But one thing that I have wanted to
Bruh.
ask you about for a while is you're like kind of big explosion of popularity on Instagram is pretty fucking wild to witness in real time.
Oh yeah, I
And
appreciate it. Thank
it
you.
was really cool to watch because it's like holy shit, this is an artist I've known for a while, and I'm happy to
Yeah.
see him like gaining notoriety and shit. It was awesome. How's
Thank
that
you. I
been for
appreciate
you?
that. Not something I expected ever, actually. Not
Really?
gonna lie. So when I was like in middle school, yeah, I definitely had artists that I was like a fan of.
Hmm.
Like Instagram artists who were like my idols. And some of them like follow me now and are mutuals with me all these years later. Shit
Yeah.
is so crazy.
No, it's really cool. Because I remember you gave up on the Smiley app, which is probably a good decision in the long run.
iFunny, yeah. I used iFunny when I was a kid, yeah.
Yep.
It was a lot different back then, actually.
Hmm. And you moved on there, started posting your stuff, and then it was just like you're just gaining numbers every day. It was really cool.
Yeah. Thing is, I don't even know what I'm gonna draw. I think Bayonetta.
Oh,
I need to do posters
that's
for the
fucking
room,
that's a
so I
based
know what I'm gonna
option.
draw. Yeah, what are you, that's you're drawing? Oh, the hammer on the head. Yeah, that's pretty
Yeah,
funny.
man, that's me.
Good
That's
on
what
that.
happened to me yesterday. And then I got really mad when it hit me in the head and like I fucking kicked a bucket, but it was full of cement, and it
Oh
hurt. And then
wow.
I hurt my foot because I
Oh my
kicked a
god. Are
bucket,
you
you know,
okay?
full of cement. Oh, I'm okay. I'm fine.
Okay.
I did
Hopefully it looked good.
taekwondo. I did taekwondo most of my life. I'm used to hurting my legs and shit on stuff.
Oh, you did taekwondo?
Yeah.
I did taekwondo when I was a kid, actually.
Now, yeah, I
Really cool.
started when I was a kid and I kept going for like a decade. I'm a third degree black belt in that.
Awesome.
Yep.
That's really cool, actually.
It's a fun hobby. I enjoy it a lot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm super slow with
No, that's
this.
okay. It's one of the reasons why I like to draw without reference a lot lately. It's a it depends on what I'm like. For me, like when I paint something, I usually need a reference because I'm not a very good painter like you, but
Right.
um
I've gotten more into the painting though, like the painting, like the
oh like
traditional.
oh like yeah, real life stuff. The okay.
Yeah.
I haven't. Do
Are you
you
into that?
are you gonna post any of that stuff? I want to see it.
On my personal account, I have a few. The thing is, the traditional stuff doesn't really like not as successful, so kind of
I,
keep it to my personal account. Not
that
to
make
mention it's more personal to me, like actually.
Oh,
So
okay. I mean, yeah, that makes sense too. Like, I would say these days, digital art is definitely the more.
seriously, you have to be a crazy painter to be successful in the
Hmm.
traditional art side of Instagram.
Yeah, you've got to be like doing
Not to
some
mention
not so stuff.
Reels have effectively taken over the app. It's just like it's TikTok now, you know what I mean? My Reels, yeah, my Reels do.
They do, but they're also really good reels. Usually, they always get a chuckle out of me. I try here and there to post reels, but it's one of those things. It's hard for me to get into that mindset when I draw stuff, personally, because I have a lot of projects going on at once. You know, I've got the comic every day. I'm working on that. It's going great. You know, slower than I would like, obviously, but I work, so it's a thing that um, I have to work on whenever I can. But I'm very happy with it. I'm on the last. Oh, like in my real job or on the comic. My real job, it really depends because the construction is like family business. My dad owns the company, and it's usually me, my dad, my brother. We do the jobs, and um, some weeks it can be up to maybe 50, 60 hours if it's like a really busy week. Um, and then some weeks it's a little slower. Like last week we were doing a restaurant job, and I had to work from like for like 12 hours, 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Um, it fluctuates, but you know what's nice about it is that there's sometimes it's slow, and I get to mostly chill for a week. And when I do, I'm working on all my projects. Yeah, it is. It is. I'm happy to be working on them. But you know, along the comic, I'm also doing the comic dubs, which is being worked on. Chapter 4 comic dub. I'll post a teaser to that later on socials or something. So right for chapter 4 specifically, we found we have a new VA for the main character Toshiko, the protagonist of my comic, because the original one, Kate VO, she was a wonderful actress, but she decided to step down and focus on other stuff. And we found another one that's wonderful as well. She goes by Gothix Rose online. Uh, we have Gothix. She might, because I'm pretty sure she follows me, so she might just see whenever I repost your stuff, or she probably discovered you on your own. Now that I think about it, considering your numbers. Um, but we got that. My very good friend Shell is playing two main characters. She plays Keisha and Samantha. Uh, Another artist, streamer, um, and voice actor Lily. I think but her name is like online Lilicious. She plays Cinnabon.
Right.
Um, and what's his? They're my voice actors. I know their names. Dom. Jesus Christ. He's playing uh, the basically antagonist for that chapter that Toshiko gets into a big old fight scene with Skinner, big lizard man. He
Okay.
does a wonderful job doing the monster scary voice, and he sounds menacing as hell in the final cut of the dub. But
Sure.
and there's
Yeah.
plenty of other actors. We just finished like a month ago getting the rest of the cast together for the rest of the whole volume. Um, so that's
Awesome.
that's
Yeah,
gonna
good for
be a lot
you.
of fun. Yeah.
Very cool. Oh yeah, you're destroying me at this.
It's all right.
You're super fast. Wow. Yeah, I have never had really good speed when it comes to art. I've always taken the slower.
Mhm.
It's just me though.
It really, for me, it definitely.
Especially animation. Like Jesus Christ, animation takes forever.
Oh my God, yeah. Jesus, I did one little animation, um, like 2 weeks ago of a
Oh
blooper
yeah?
for. I put it on Instagram and like YouTube Shorts or whatever. But Lily, she when we do our live sessions to record our lines, like with everyone in there, so the actors can like bounce off of each other and I can give direction. And I animated over Lily's blooper as Cinnabon, as if she was like acting the scene out. Um, and
Oh yeah?
that shit took forever, but it was really fun to do animation. I really like it when I get to do it.
Yeah, animation is fun. I enjoy doing it. I mean, I'm an
Mhm.
animation major. I chose
I
this life.
I would hope so.
I could have chosen to be an illustration major, or I
Hmm.
could have chosen to be a film major. But
Yeah.
um, animation, I get to do both, so I don't have to pick. It's actually awesome.
That is true. I mean, in animation, they sort of force you to kind of get a good sense of drawing skills
Yeah, you do
regardless.
actually have to be a film person to be
Hmm.
successful at animation. Not gonna
Absolutely.
lie, know all the film techniques.
That's awesome.
You also have to know like film business and shit like that.
Really? Huh.
Yeah, I'm taking an animation business class right now.
Oh, okay. That's interesting. Yeah,
Mhm.
I went to school for graphic design. So
Okay.
because the school I went to, I guess they couldn't afford like a actual artist animation sort of type deal. Um, and I didn't feel like spending money on college. That was
Right.
my biggest thing with college is like, listen, if I have to incur debt, I personally just I wouldn't want to go. Um,
Right. Yeah.
so
It's not for everyone
it's
anyways.
it's not. I mean, I was never the best student in my life, but I still like I graduated with very good grades, like A and B's. I didn't fuck any classes up. I tried for sure.
Right.
And I think it shows in my like final portfolio, whatever that I created when I graduated. Um,
Yeah. Did you take like an AP art class?
in high school, I took Ace Art. Yeah. Well, for mine,
Yeah.
I went to UNF, um, and we didn't have like I don't think really special courses. It was like you had the main graphic design program, which they only let in like 20 people a semester in. You had to like sort of build a portfolio in the beginner classes to be let into the program, and you only had two chances to get in. Thankfully, I got in the first time, so I didn't have to deal with that nonsense. Um,
Wow.
and then you just go through the classes, and you can take like electives, like major electives. Um,
Okay.
but I was quickly finding out that, I didn't hate design, but I mean, it's pretty
It
obvious
wasn't. No, it
where,
wasn't your wasn't your thing.
no, and I still appreciated what I learned from it. I think I learned things from it that have improved my like illustrations and my comic work, my concept work, all that sort of all that jazz.
Mhm.
But
Sure.
yeah, so it was a pretty straightforward process, and overall, I think it was worth it.
So, what are your career goals?
Um, so right now I'm trying to get hired anywhere, but the job market is it's not great. I even
Hi. Oh, sorry, bless
oh
me.
oh was that a bless you, I think?
That was a real sneeze, yeah.
Okay,
I
okay.
have I have some allergies.
Oh, okay. I just Discord didn't pick it up, so it sounded like a garbled mess on my end. I was like, "What?
Oh, oh yeah,
Did
I
an
see.
anvil
Yeah.
fall through her
Um,
ceiling?"
the seasons are changing. I have that kind
Mm-hmm.
of like allergy sensitivity.
Me too.
Also, we have a cat in my I'm not in my dorm right now, but we do have
mm.
a cat in my dorm. She's adorable, but I
Oh,
might
nice.
have an allergy, a little bit of an
Oh,
allergy. Yeah, but it's all right.
yeah. What were we talking about?
Oh wow, I don't know. We were talking about your career.
Oh, right. Yeah, I was just saying, like, job market's pretty bad right now.
Yeah,
It's
it's
not.
pretty tough.
It's I applied to like an indie game studio as like a 2D artist, and
Mhm.
they actually like messaged, like they sent like a general message being like, guys, we got like over 3,000 applicants, which was like 10 times more than we thought we were getting. Uh,
Mhm.
and I was just like, really? Even the small
Yeah,
like jobs that nobody really knows about, now that's getting like crazy applicants. Like that's kind of how bad it is right now.
and not to
Um,
mention the whole AI thing.
oh yeah.
I don't even like put it like, oh my god.
Yeah, I'm sure
Also, it
that's
just
had
like
an effect.
irritates me. It just miffs me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I just for me it's just one of those things like the thing with AI is I genuinely don't think it's going anywhere. No matter how much people boycott or like how many artists were to come together and boycott AI art, like the problem is I genuinely think it's just like the general
I think
audience.
it's here to stay. Yeah.
Yeah, the general audience, people like if you ask a non-artist, like someone who doesn't know anything about AI or like the issues with it, and you tell them what they think, they're gonna be like, "Well, I don't fucking know. I can't tell the difference." So like,
Right. Yeah. I think another thing is though, my parents obviously they grew up. I want to say in like 70s and or 80s,
mhm.
and during the 2000s there was this huge boom of Wi-Fi, and they were like, yeah, everyone was advertising Wi-Fi in everything.
Huh,
They were like, Wi-Fi's on your, it's on your phone, it's in your TV, like
interesting.
you can get connected, you can go on the World Wide Web. I feel like that's what like AI is like now. Everyone is trying to implement like ChatGPT and
Mhm.
AI like chatbots into like I get like ads for Trivago or other like hotel travel advisor apps, and they're like, yeah, you can talk to our chatbot now. Or
Mhm.
Uber Eats, it's like, you want to cancel your order, talk to our chatbot.
Yeah, that
But
shit
yeah,
annoys me.
also AI isn't new either. You know what I mean?
It's not. It's been around for a while, but it's just one of those things where it's getting more and more advanced to where because like AI has in the past taken over other industries and like jobs from other people. Um, but I think but AI's never was I don't think it was ever at the point to where it could create, I don't know if I want to call it art, but for the sake of
Sure. No, I get what
conversation,
you're saying.
for the
Yeah.
sake of conversation, it gets to the point where like I've seen AI images that where it even takes me like a couple seconds to be like, is that
Yeah. It
is
used to
that
be
a?
used to be really easy.
It was
And
obvious.
it was
Yeah.
great because you could make these pictures that it's like you could make a God, I'm trying to think. You can make a Funko Pop of your friend in Dali, and it would look a little like disjointed, but
It'd be really
it would
funny though.
it would be really funny, yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, I remember when Dali, the image generator, was first a thing,
Hmm.
and you would have to wait like 5 minutes to get on the app because the
Yep.
traffic was so bad.
Yep.
And I'm also gonna ask you a question. So
Sure.
I've never used whatever program this is, and it's not letting me erase. I think I like did the selection or something. I deselect
Um, what are you trying to erase specifically?
the nose. I'm trying to move it
Um,
up.
oh, so are you trying to move it up?
Yeah, or erase
Um,
it and redo it. I don't really
well,
care.
if you look to, did you select the eraser tool? And it just doesn't let
Yeah,
you.
I selected the eraser tool. It's just not letting me erase.
That's very strange. But okay, so try this then. Above it, you see like a little, almost like lasso looking tool. It's above the square with the four
Yeah.
corners. And then you should be able to draw around the
Oh wait,
nose.
no, I got it. I pressed deselect and it.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I'm just
There
gonna
you go. No,
redraw it.
you should leave her like that. She looks better.
Voldemort.
Um, but yeah, I remember when it first came out, and it basically just like created like mishmash general shapes of things. Um, and I thought it was pretty cool when it first came out because it was like, oh, okay, this could be interesting in the sense of like coming up with an idea or something like a general concept and then refining it. And I still never found myself using it um, because I was like, well, I could, but I'd rather just come up with it on my own anyway.
Or yeah.
It,
I remember there were pictures where it was like, can you name one thing in this picture? I was obsessed with those actually. And it would just be because it was AI, it would just be
yeah,
like junk.
hmm
It would almost look like a thing.
yeah, and now it's to the point where it's gotten very good at particular styles. I would say it can't.
Oh,
It's still not advanced to draw literally anything, but because people have been using it to draw like very specific sort of usually like anime themed
yeah.
style pictures, it's gotten pretty damn
Well,
good at that.
you know, I've also got this friend at home, and he
hmm
likes to tell me, like, if your style can be replicated that easily by AI, maybe it's just not creative enough.
I
I'm not
okay.
entirely on board with that idea.
I'm not on board with that idea at all because like that's like that's like saying if your story involves a shootout between three people, it's like, well, that's been done in like 7 million other movies. It's like, okay,
Or, yeah,
but like it's if the point of like a style for me, it's that thing of people say about like stories or movies. It's like if I can predict how the story's gonna go, then it's bad. And it's just one of those things where it's like, no, that doesn't change the quality of what it is, regardless.
sure, yeah.
Some
Well, not to
something
mention,
being
an art style is just an outlet
yeah,
to express art. You know what I
and
mean?
an art style is also just it's set dressing. It doesn't actually inform anyone or any like anything about the quality of your work,
Sure, yeah,
right?
I agree.
Like the thing with art styles, it's like art style is probably one of the most subjective part of art about arts because it's like for me, for example, I don't fuck with like the one piece art style. I don't
Okay.
like it that much, but I know there are so many people who like they'll die on it. They love the one piece art style. But at the same time, me saying I don't like the one piece art style doesn't really affect the quality of the work itself in a sense. There's like a
Sure.
disconnect between the objective part of it and the subjective part. Um, so, I mean, the whole idea that your art style can easily be replicated by AI, it doesn't change anything about what goes into creating an art style or the things surrounding it.
Yeah, I agree. Well, one thing that I get told all the time is that AI is like, it's inbreeding. So there's so much AI stuff on the internet that it's just,
Oh yeah.
it's copying itself.
hmm
You know what I mean? I
It's
believe that
yeah.
for sure. I believe it.
Oh,
I can
absolutely.
tell.
Yeah. Because it only comes up with the same exact style unless you like heavily sort of
Hmm.
watch over it yourself.
Yeah,
Um, which at that point it's like, I mean, you could just use that time to learn to draw and get the same result.
exactly.
But
Exactly. Yeah.
um, yeah, I mean, AI is weird. But I don't think it worries me as much as it worries other people just because I genuinely don't believe there's ever going to be like I think there's always going to be an audience for people who want to see things created by other people. Personally,
Yeah, I agree. And also just the knowing that it's made like by a robot and not a person, to me,
well, yeah,
I'm just
it
like,
all,
I don't want to. I don't care. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
no, it's like that
I mean,
thing.
I care. Like, I don't want to watch it.
Yeah, it's like that thing you said earlier about the chatbot thing with customer service. Like
Yeah,
whenever that
it's
happens,
just.
I'm spamming zero, like because
I
zero
agree. Like,
is
I
what
want to talk.
it connects you to a person. Is like I'm not talking to the fucking robot. Give me a human being
Mhm.
so I can explain to them what my issue is and I can get this resolved without typing in 37 different codes.
Yeah.
Um, and it's just uh, I am like morbidly sort of curious. I have a morbid curiosity to see what's going to happen because
Yeah,
at
me
this point
too.
it's inevitable. So it's like I'm so curious to see what's going to happen.
Me too. Though I also want a job.
Me too. I do as well.
We know by heart what Bayonetta's eye color is.
Isn't it like purple?
It's like gray. I'm looking at it right now.
Oh, yeah. Well,
I say by
that's.
heart, and then I was just like, whatever. I'm looking it
I'm
up.
not a true Bayonetta fan.
I might feel it. What are you drawing now?
I'm drawing the Chad AI robot that's gonna take all our jobs because he's better at
Oh
everything.
yeah. Awesome.
Mm-hmm. So do you play a lot of Bayonetta or is it just a character you really like?
No, you know, Bayonetta games actually don't have that long of like a playtime. I've played both.
Oh, okay.
Um, yeah, they're not that long, and I
Interesting.
played them both a long time ago. So no, but the character, it just came to mind, and I'm getting some new posters for my room, and I
Mm-hmm.
want to make my own Bayonetta poster, print it out. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay. Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, my experience of Bayonetta doesn't go past Smash Bros. You know?
Okay, that's actually a lot of people. I've
Yeah.
played both Bayonetta games. I'm really into Twilight Princess right now. I have Twilight Princess HD on the Switch.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm really into that right now.
I might, maybe I'll finally, maybe I'll finally,
Mm-hmm.
sorry about that. Someone came in
Oh,
my,
you're fine.
my room.
No, you're totally fine.
What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, it was Smash Bros. And then I've always seen her around. I was like, damn, she's like a total fucking
Right, yeah,
babe.
Bayonetta is an icon, you know what I
She
mean?
is a babe.
If her games are not
Are
super
they
popular.
are they fun though? Like I've always thought about
They're
picking
really
them
fun.
up. Okay,
Yeah, they're super fun. I like the Bayonetta games, and I like the story too.
good to know.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe one day I'll end up buying a Switch and I'll finally play them.
Yeah. You can play them on the PC too.
Oh
They're not
really?
Nintendo games. Yeah.
Oh, well shit.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I'll play them really soon because I'm looking for more games to play.
Yeah, I don't know if they're on Steam actually. Let me look this up. Where to play Bayonetta? You can play it on your Switch though.
Okay.
You can play it on PlayStation, Xbox, Wii U, it says on Wikipedia.
Oh, wow.
Microsoft Windows, Switch, PlayStation 3 and 4, Xbox One, yeah.
Okay.
Everything.
Well, I have
Actually,
a
crazy.
PS4, so I can play it on that at least,
Oh,
but it's
that's
not on
awesome.
Steam.
Yeah, you can. I don't think it's on Steam, no, I'm sorry.
Nah, that's not a problem. I got the PS4.
I'm probably right after this. I really want to get Rhythm Haven tonight.
Okay.
I need more games to like play with my friends and like challenge them too. And yeah, I don't have that much like experience with Rhythm Haven. It wasn't a game that I played as a kid,
So
but yeah.
what is Rhythm Haven? I've never actually heard of that. That's new for me.
Rhythm Haven, it's like a Nintendo game and there's some songs. It's a rhythm game. It's a
Oh,
rhythm
okay.
game. That's really it, yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, I play most of the cooperative games I'm playing right now is Outlast Trials, which is a horror game, and then
Oh,
Helldivers.
I know about Outlast actually.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
Outlast last year they came out with a co-op, four-player co-op game. and
My friend is really into The Last of Us right now, the game. The Last of Us 2.
oh
That
god,
game looks so fun, bro. That game looks really fun.
I'm like Last of Us 2's like biggest hater probably.
Really?
I
Why?
well, it was mostly the story that I took a problem with. I came up like infinitely hyped for it after the first game because I really loved it. And the second
Okay.
game, the gameplay looked really fun, and I was confident the story was gonna follow through, but the story really fell flat for me. Um, I thought the gameplay was
Well,
pretty good overall, though. I think it's like a fun game to play, so
right.
I
Yeah,
can,
that sucks. That'll do it.
but I can't like I have no desire to play it again just because the story was really badly written. But
Yeah, that'll do it.
yeah, for sure.
I'll think of something. Yeah. I
Try.
got like 15 minutes left.
I know I'm trying.
No, you're totally fine. Don't worry.
I don't care. I'm confident to fill this
I'm the
page
one
up.
who's like, oh my god, yeah.
No, I understand. Everyone's.
Because I have one thing on the page, and I know it's like the big thing, but you know what I mean.
That's the best thing, then.
Thanks. Appreciate you.
It was real. That was not insincere. I was being real.
No, you're fine. You're fine. I know. And that thanks was real. I appreciate you. I appreciate you, yeah.
Yeah. You ever think about getting back into D&D in your life again?
Sort of. I'm so busy these days. and
I imagine.
I'm really career focused. I don't have time for like anything now, hardly.
Nice.
But I would love to. I actually was talking about that with my like college friends the other day, like
Mm-hmm.
because they're really into Warhammer
Mm-hmm.
and Skyrim and other fantasy stuff, and I'm like, why do we not play D&D?
Right?
This is so weird that we don't play D&D.
Yeah. I mean, I mean, I
They
still play
literally
it.
two of them
Oh,
just
sorry,
got
go
around
ahead.
to getting these Warhammer figures. No, you're fine. They got to getting these Warhammer figures the other day.
Mm-hmm.
$200 box worth of figures one of them bought, and
Oh
they're
my
like
god.
painting them right now. Yeah,
Yeah, people are serious
huge
about
about
that
Warhammer.
shit.
I don't know anything about Warhammer, but I really am big into Skyrim, the Elder Scrolls.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's one I tried playing a while ago, and I just never kept playing. Um,
Really?
yeah, I like booted it up a long time ago, and I never kept going. I just stopped for some reason. You know,
Wow.
it's like one of those things that I've done. I don't know if you've ever done this like a TV show, like you start it, and then for some reason you just don't finish it, even though like you didn't not like it or something.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I get ya.
Um, but yeah, I'm still playing D&D with the same group that we played with.
That's awesome.
All
Good for
them.
you, man. Yeah,
Yeah.
those guys they were super nice.
Oh, they're awesome. And I think I've gotten almost all of them on Spice Cabinet. I know Gut, Lazy, Ninja, Bjorn. There's a few others. I need to get Topaz on. She just joined up in our group recently. But I'm determined to get at least all the D&D people on.
Why do I remember Topaz from 2023? Am I misremembering?
No, Topaz, she wasn't in our D&D group, but she was like another artist on iFunny. So maybe from
Okay.
there, she is an artist herself. So
Okay.
that might be
That's
where you
awesome.
remembered her from. I'm sorry. That shit, like that whiplash of seeing your reel on iFunny was so fucking funny.
Don't remind me. Oh my god. Look, I left iFunny for a reason.
No, yeah. This is a good
don't
reason.
need anything. I've actually had more than one reel reposted on iFunny before.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and people always message me like, "Guess what I saw?" And I'm like,
Oh,
please."
I'm sorry.
have to-
I didn't know that was
It's totally fine. It's not like it's just like it's not even annoying or anything. It's just like I just like groan. It's like that's not me anymore. I'm gone. But it is kind of funny to go. They're like, "What's the artist? Who's the artist?" And I'm like, "It's me." And then they just don't believe me. Then they don't believe. Whatever.
It's like, fine, dude. You didn't
I'm
want to see
over
any
it.
cool art anyway. It doesn't even matter.
True.
Yeah, Funny is it's an interesting place. Um, I don't regret being on there because I've met like
Oh,
genuinely
did
cool
you leave?
people. I no, I'm still on there posting my art. Be,
Awesome. Yeah,
be,
I wouldn't know because I'm not on there.
yeah, no, and I don't blame people for leaving, but for me, it's just like it's really it's kind of just low effort in terms of like what you have to do on there. It's
Sure.
not like Instagram
Not a
where
lot of artists these days either way.
yeah, yeah.
When I was on iFunny, I got on iFunny in between, like, I want to say my earliest posts were 2018 to
Mm-hmm,
2023 or 2022. I
mm-hmm.
was there for 4 or 5 years, and
Wow.
I had 2 accounts, or yeah, 2 accounts over the course of that time,
Mm-hmm.
and so many. There was a whole iFunny art community in the beginning in 2018.
Good old IFAC, dude.
IFAC,
Mm-hmm.
classic.
Fucking hell.
And then the group of artists got like nicher and like nicher, more
Yeah.
niche, I guess. I'd say probably, but yeah.
Yeah, I would say recently it's grown a lot more. Surprisingly, I've seen and met quite a few artists that are on iFunny now. Um,
Oh, really? Like
yeah,
new artists?
yeah, a lot of new people joining up. Um, and so far it's looking a little less cringe than the old community that was on there. Because
Oh, totally.
good
That's
lord,
amazing.
there were some characters in the old
Yeah.
iFunny art community. It's like I want iFunny to get. I was talking about this with some friends yesterday. I was like, I really want some like YouTuber to like make a big documentary on like the IFAC community or
Ugh,
something. Just
yeah,
iFunny in
you.
general. I think it'd be really funny.
Okay, I really hope that other people. Do you remember when someone's social security got just like entirely uploaded to iFunny in December of 2022?
I'm maybe.
Okay. I think this is a thing that has happened multiple times.
Oh my god. Well,
Yeah.
I know
And
people have been
I do
doxxed.
not remember what it was, but this guy's name was like so dumb that
Hmm.
people were just like clowning him.
Damn.
Mhm.
I do remember now that you mention it, wasn't it if I'm correct me if I'm wrong, wasn't it like an influencer who this might be a different thing, but there was a time where an influencer came into iFunny and was like getting a lot of traction because he was saying like I'm gonna take over the app, I'm gonna get rid of like all of the undesirable characters and like, the pretty heinous shit that can go on in iFunny, like especially with like the racism stuff. Um,
I do remember that. Who
Mhm.
was it?
I don't remember his name, but he came in saying, I'm going to take over the app. I'm going to get rid of you all. And it went really bad for him. And I feel really bad
Right.
because they like
Mhm.
doxed him. They doxed like, I think his sister's house and shit.
Oh
They,
my God.
it was bad. And I'm
Mhm.
sitting here going like, oh fuck, like I feel really bad. But at the same time, it was like, you got to do your research on certain communities, man.
Sure. Yeah. No, I do agree with that actually.
Yeah, I
Ugh,
find it's a crazy place.
I agree. I agree. All the memories are totally flooding back to me. Sorry. Oh,
I'm giving you PTSD attacks.
seriously, yeah. Post iFunny stress disorder. Oof.
What a place. Um,
I might actually still have the app on my phone. I've
really?
had my phone forever. Oh, yeah. But whatever. I have a ton of apps I haven't checked.
Yeah. It's I do despite there being a bunch of bullshit on the app that I don't like and like the type certain people that are
Well,
on there.
clearly, I mean, you're there.
Say
So it
again?
can't be that bad.
Oh yeah. I
Really,
mean,
there can't
there's
be that
still
bad.
good people. Like there's still genuinely good people, and especially genuinely there who fucking turtle virgins, you know, and that they're willing
I'm just
to.
saying, as long as you're really like
I'm the one
that's
holding
not
all
doing
together.
for sure.
That's that fucking.
But I'm really glad you're doing YouTube now.
Yeah,
Awesome.
I'm liking it a lot. It's a new way to make like express my art more. A new way to make content.
And I really appreciate the opportunity to be on here with you.
No, absolutely. I've there's so many artists I had in mind when I started this. And you were on like I was like I need to ask Nautilink or Cakeloam now to come on. And there's other
Yeah,
artists
so I can
on the
tell you the
list.
story about why I changed my username.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Go ahead and explain that.
Right, so Nautilink, I started using that when I was like freshman year of high school. I had this friend and she wanted to make her like Discord username something ink related. I wanted that username, but she wasn't giving it up, so I made mine like ink related. I like the Nautilus fish, Nautilink. But there's a brand called Nautilink and they sell tattoo ink, I'm pretty sure. And I think like when you look them up, like I basically, as my account got bigger, I didn't want to be like directly tied into that actual brand.
Yeah.
I felt weird about it, you know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. That makes sense. It's some self-preservation because it would really suck if you built an entire identity and brand out of that name and then they came down there like you'd have to change all that.
I agree. I don't think that would happen.
No.
But either way, I like what I have going on better. I actually use like a random name generator.
Oh, really? Yeah. You want to know the origin of curly cinnamon?
Please,
Well,
yeah.
As you can probably tell, I have natural curly hair.
Right.
But I've
I have
been.
never seen a picture of you.
You haven't.
No, I haven't.
No, you haven't. I can find one.
You know who I actually did? I tell you I met Lazy Sobaka?
Really?
I did, yeah.
I didn't know you.
This was a long time ago.
Is
I
it
met
because you both lived in the same area?
him. We lived in the same area.
Yeah,
I
that's
think
right.
within like, probably like a 30-mile radius. But yeah, so he was in my area and he visited me.
That's awesome.
And I think we actually saw Deadpool Wolverine together, so that was cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so that was interesting as hell seeing that guy.
Yeah, no,
I've
Lacey's
never
awesome.
He is nice. And then Ninja, I think Ninja is like he's really like he doesn't like to show his face.
No, he doesn't, because we when we were playing D&D like 2 months ago, we all turned on our face cams to talk to each other. And Ninja just fucking refused. I was like, come on, man, let me see.
All the respect to that. All the respect.
No, I respect him for it. I know he doesn't do it because he's like scared or like identity nonsense. He just does it because he's stubborn.
Just not for everyone.
I know how he is.
The only thing I know about him is that he lives in Texas.
Yep, he lives in Texas.
Maybe. Yeah.
Yeah.
But either way, yeah.
But
Ninja is awesome. Have not talked to that guy in a while. Every once in a while, I think he shoots me a message like, "How you been?" Super nice guy.
He's great. Ninja is awesome. Go watch that episode I did with Ninja, guys. He was on the second episode.
Yeah, absolutely.
It was
I'm
very
gonna watch
funny.
it right after this.
You should. It's really funny. It's really fucking good. It's a good episode.
Speaking of the episode, I may have to.
Oh yeah, you only had a limited time to be here, but look at that.
I'm sorry.
No,
Even
with the limited time, we filled up the page pretty fucking.
That's true. We actually did fill the page, so
we did.
You filled the page mostly. I drew like 2 things.
Nah,
I really appreciate you today.
No, of course, and I thank you for coming on. I'm glad we got to talk again after this time.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, your work's always great to see. So just real quick before you go, just tell everyone who you are again, what you do, and if you have any future projects they should keep in eye.
Absolutely. So yeah, like I said, I'm Cakeloam, on Instagram and Twitter. I mostly do art, but I also do animations, and like I said, I stream every other weekend. I post about it before I do that. So yeah, please follow. My personal is attached directly to my art accounts. I also have a link tree. I have a coffee or Ko-fi or whatever. You can donate to that. I think it's like every donation's $2. Thank you guys for tuning in. Always appreciate getting to talk to Curly, getting to talk to you guys. Yeah, of course.
Yeah, of course. Thank
And
you.
I've never done like anything like this before, so.
And you did great for your first time. And you're only gonna get better. So once
And we
again,
filled the page, which
we
is
did.
the best part.
I know.
Uh-huh.
I had no doubt about that we would do it. But yeah, all of Cakeloam's links will be down in the description. Please go follow her stuff. It's all really great. You won't regret it. As for me, same old, working on a new chapter dub, more episodes of this, working on a character design video for all you lovely fucking 200 people that submitted characters, you psychos. But yeah, that's all we got for you today. Bye-bye. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.